live. So, as you may have noticed, we're doing things a little differently today. I'm expecting you guys to carry the slack and explaining to anyone who comes in why we're doing it like this. More or less, I am sick.
Yeah.
I got sick last night, so I am in no mood to be on camera.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
So what you're seeing here is reactives. There are things that VTubers usually use when they have other people on, but they don't want their full model. So we got our little PNGs here. Some people have a reactive PNG. Some of us just are using our Discord avatar things. Dodger Zion, Merry Spooky Month Eve. Hope all is well. Just got a new job I got on ESPN. Life's pretty good for me. Please get better, Lewis. Thank you. I will try my best to get better. But you expect to hear lots of nose blowing during this. I also have a sore throat. So, fortunately, my wonderful guests are going to pick up the slack while we play some video games. That reminds me, I need to link out that we are playing video games.
I feel like I can do that.
Video games.
If you like, I'll try to share the madness.
Don't worry, I got this. Well, Lotus, why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh, well, I'll do just that. Greetings, everybody. I'm Lotus Prince. I'm here today for about half the stream.
Eliza is here.
I'm Eliza. I'm usually here. Just going to be here to help with the stream and make sure that Lewis doesn't kill himself.
Too late for that. We also have... It's okay if I kill myself because I've got Jesus here.
Greetings, my disciples. I am RN Jesus, and I'm going to do my best to help out for the next hour before I have to go to bed.
And we got Xandru.
Hello, everybody. And go ahead.
No, go ahead.
People, can we just say it right now? Linkara is awesome. Linkara has helped us a lot through comedy, through his wit, through his source of material, his knowledge of things, and I just gotta say, I think, like, if there's a time that you want to support him, there's his Patreon, and there is, of course, the Super Chats. So, and we will read out that Super Chat, we will have fun times, and we are going to do everything we can to entertain you and all that fun stuff, but best of all, we are going to continue the madness that is Cole Aidman.
Xandru, you are far too kind.
Also, RN Jesus, are you the reason I rolled a nat 1 today in my stream D&D game?
It was memorable, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I got terrified by an eldritch monster in the sea.
Yeah, since I'm sick, I would normally just cancel the stream outright.
But that wasn't from the nat 1.
But this is the last stream before October hits, and I didn't get the frickin' episodes out because I've been busy working for the last several days on several things. Went to Ren Fair with friends, and that had been planned, well in advance.
How was the Ren Fair?
The Ren Fair was very nice.
I saw the pictures that were put up online by Prim. There was a TARDIS there, apparently.
There was. There was the TARDIS there. There was lots of cosplay. I was originally planning on cosplaying, going out in a Starfleet uniform, being one of those people. But it was like 80 degrees. I did not feel like walking around in that heat with that. Clockwork Soul, to pass on some positive news, I did receive your plushie in the mail yesterday. Great! And yes, several people have been reporting that they've got their plushies. So thank you all again for your support on that. It was a big help. We'll probably do another plushie campaign in November, but we will see how we're doing there. Longbox, the first episode of Longbox for this year is up for $2 plus patrons. I feel bad because once again, no October trailer. This year has been not as bad as previous ones. It's not been 2020 or 2016 bad. But man, you ever hear the expression, man plans, God laughs?
Yep.
Oh boy, does he.
Because I've made so many plans and so many things that I thought, hey, this will help, this will get back on track, this will do this, and nope, doesn't happen.
It has been a year for us all.
So, yeah, let's play some Outer Worlds. Once the game actually recognizes that the game is there. OBS, please. There we go. Does Vega have embarrassing photos of you from Ren Fair, and can we see them? No embarrassing pictures, but there are a few pictures I think she posted up on her Twitter.
Yay!
Also,
Here's-
Lewis, if your throat feels bad, you should get yourself some herbal tea. Usually
For
either
the love
licorice.
of God, I wish people would stop telling me to take tea. I almost said I almost F-bombed there. I don't like tea.
I was just teasing you a bit.
Hey.
Teasing.
Let's not tease and focus on the fun.
I already knew about your dislike of tea. I was just trying to tease you a bit.
I'm gonna.
Oh, I get it. Tease. I get it.
Yep.
Arthur today?
All right, what were we doing?
That is a good question.
We also have a perk available for Sam.
Ooh.
On a mechanical, saves the equipped time, right weapon, companion ability damage.
Clearly, Linkara needs some Cubicola to help with the sickness.
If only.
Well, let's just hope he doesn't get too down with the sickness.
Get down with the sickness! Is that how the song goes?
You people are lucky I need you.
I'm in a very good meme mood tonight.
Yeah, for once, I'm not the one being called out.
Likewise.
I am punning and memeing like no tomorrow.
So what you're saying is that we're putting Linkara through his punishments?
Yes.
Ah, there we go.
We all care about you, Lewis.
I know.
My personal remedy, hope. Aww. Let's see. Too bad we don't live in the world of Earthbound, since you can cure colds instantly with medicine or PSI.
Yeah, that's actually a status effect, is having a cold.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Plus, you can also.
Jeremy Adler says, greetings from October. Out of interest, has anyone else seen Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy? It's really good and highly recommended.
I was planning on watching it tonight, actually.
Where's the...
Also, in Earthbound, you can drink some water to refill your PP.
I forgot
Oh,
about
God.
that. Yeah.
What?
Oh, yes. Who needs water for pee-pee? Yes, we know.
There's no other place I can teleport to. Okay.
I mean, Jesus would probably.
Again.
I mean, I'm sure Jesus could, but unfortunately, every time he touches water, it always turns into wine. So.
This is also a case where it's very likely we will end the stream after an hour and a half.
Possibly.
Although, our track record for that is questionable.
I mean, if it happens, it happens. You gotta end it sooner or later. It happens.
Ooh, get wrecked.
But like, speaking of Star Wars, after Jesus was playing like Star Wars Old Republic, I'm like, I want to play that now. That looks fun. It looks like something up my alley.
Meanwhile, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be playing nothing but Resident Evil for the next month.
Oh, good luck with that.
Because it's time for the Resident Evil-a-thon.
I'm actually just wrapping up Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles on Patreon. In about one more week, I'll have it wrapped up publicly. I've been playing it HD on PS3.
Nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I have the Umbrella Chronicles or Dark Side Chronicles.
They're very good. I don't know if you have a PS3, but you can get them digitally still. Otherwise, they're on the Wii.
I have the PS3.
Yeah, the PS Store still exists, even though it's a little bit roundabout to actually buy from it at this point.
Yeah. Let's see.
Something on your mind?
Ah.
Let's go. Like, I completely lost the guy I was trying to stab.
I
TNT,
think,
thanks for the $10 donation. We'll get to your super chat as soon as it pops up.
Yep.
yeah. Also, good God, it's a planet full of mushrooms.
Think we'll come across a blue hedgehog?
No, I think we'll come across an insane scientist. That's a common occurrence. I lose stab victims every couple of hours. What?
Flame on.
Context?
I mean, that's the joke.
Good God, that alien looks like something out of Animorphs.
Now there's nostalgia. I love me some Animorphs. And Tia Elite says, speaking of Star Wars, join me tomorrow on the Discord book club as I cover Death Troopers. Not the Black Armor Troopers, the zombies. No, not the magic ones. I'll take your word.
Star Wars is weird.
Yeah, they have both scientific and magical zombies.
I could have swore that I should loot the bodies, but where are the bodies?
Wait,
Are there any
floor?
tropes that Star Wars doesn't have?
Yes, no, because everybody writes about whatever they want, and that's just the EU.
I don't
Like,
think
you
they
know,
have
Star
red
Wars has
shirts.
always been missing this, and then they write a book.
Pretty much. Like, okay, now I gotta ask: are there vampires in Star Wars?
Technically,
I don't
yes.
know, but I'm going to say
Yes.
yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. There are
And Star
technically
Wars has just
vampires.
become, like, just absurd. It's just like, just think of something and somebody wrote a story about it.
Wait, I have a question for somebody who might be more knowledgeable of Star Wars than me, because I'm not as knowledgeable about Star Wars as many other things. Are there any Power Ranger type things in Star Wars?
Power Ranger like things in Star
That's a
Wars.
good question.
Oh, you mean like
actually.
Super Sentai, like...
Yeah,
Yeah, something
like a,
like that.
like a Sentai team.
I could buy it in the EU, but in the mainline stuff, I want to say no.
Because I would actually read an EU novel that had Sentai Star Wars.
I feel as if, like, there are certain clans of Mandalorians that might do that sort of thing.
Maybe, I don't know.
The,
Maybe like
the Royal Guard in The Last Jedi were a bunch of red dressing guys with different, like, quirky weapons.
who among us have gotten the Linkara plushie? I have yet to receive mine, but I am a patient bean.
The Lightsaber Rangers!
Yeah, right?
No. Okay, so you know that in Star Wars lore, there was a Mandalorian who became a Jedi, but then after and constructed his own lightsaber, which is the
Dark saber.
Darksaber. Thank you. What if there were some Mandalorians who got inspired by that and decided to join and wanted to learn Force powers? They would be let's see. Yeah, reject. Long story short, they'd be Power Rangers, Mandalore Force.
Also, T Elite says, yes, there's technically vampires. The Vader's Castle comics, which Lewis should totally cover on Longbox, gave us Count Dookulla.
Yep.
Oh dear God.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, Count Dooku is called Count because Christopher Lee played Dracula, so...
And it chose the name Dooku because it sounded a bit like Dracula.
Yeah, a little, yeah.
Count
Yeah.
Dooku.
Count Dooku is literally just, hey, how do we put Dracula into Star Wars?
What's also kind of funny is that, like, classic Star Wars had Peter Cushing as Grand Moff Tarkin, and he was Abraham Van Helsing in the Christopher Lee Dracula movies.
He was also once Doctor Who.
There's
Oh
also,
yeah.
and David Prowse was also Frankenstein's monster once or twice.
Oh, well, I guess that explains why Darth Vader got up and the no scene.
Yeah,
when
no,
he
that was,
gets up
it was
off the
very
slab.
clearly there was clearly a lot of references to Hammer horror stuff.
Yeah, when he got up from the slab, that was very Frankenstein. Cleodora Silvestri says, herpetophobia sounds like it should mean fear of herpes, which is a pretty reasonable fear if you ask me. Yeah, but, herpetology.
Yeah.
Now, I actually do not know what herpetology is.
Pretty
It's
sure
with plants, right?
Oh, herpetol. Okay.
probably a fear of whatever those mantis things are.
Probably.
Yeah, herpetology is... Oh, excuse me, I was wrong. It's reptiles. Reptiles specifically.
Ah,
I suppose these are reptiles.
Study of reptiles and amphibians, apparently.
Am I over encumbered again?
Probably.
Someday there's probably a perk that lets me run while encumbered.
Honestly,
Possibly.
this is one thing about video games and tabletop gaming that I dislike. Weight management systems.
Yeah.
Look, I just want to be able to steal everything.
Yep. That's one thing I liked about the Demon's Souls PS5 remake, where it was like, do you want to just teleport this item to your stockpile? Like, yes, I would.
Also, Eliza, you just can't steal everything.
What you gotta do is you steal everything that's not nailed down, then you steal the nails, then you steal the stuff that is nailed down.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
No, that's
It's
the
good enough
best
for the
idea.
King's Quest strategy, guys. Good enough for me.
Yep.
Although I think he said take everything that isn't nailed down and then check for loose nails or boards.
Yep.
Which fair. I mean, there are some adventure games where you literally pick up like a nail.
Honor among thieves, I guess.
Always be looting.
Ah, yes, good old ABL.
Always be looting. And always be shooting.
And always be rooting.
And always be tooting.
And always be shooting. Dude, just Oh, he's not disintegrated. Never mind.
That was it.
Oh, that time he's been disintegrated. I've heard of hitting the dusty trail, but those are ridiculous.
Yeah, this is the first time the dust is hitting the trail.
Breeze Darling says Penguin is DC's version of Sopranos. Worth a watch.
Okie doke.
Let's see, Elite. We will get to your super chat when we see it. Oh, there it is.
Does
Let's
Elite
see.
have another one? Oh, yeah, it's up now. Yeah, I actually put up to a vote to cover Death Trooper or its prequel explaining the origin of the zombies, Red Harvest, and Red Harvest barely got votes. By the way, do any of you know the, Well, this is too roundabout a question. Does anybody know the significance of the name Red Harvest?
Like a harvest moon?
No.
Nope. There was an old-timey like noir book called Red Harvest. Maybe it's just a coincidence or whatever, but I think Return of the Jedi's working title, so as not to get people sneaking around, was Blue Harvest.
Yes.
Is it tight?
And let's see. So now we actually have a Star Wars thing properly called Red Harvest, which is already the name of a pre-existing thing, but I think it's supposed to be a wink to Blue Harvest.
Oh, okay. So I looked it up. It looks like that the code name was Blue Harvest.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said Red. Okay, sorry.
Red Harvest was an old-timey noir book, but Return of the Jedi's working title, like to trick snooping like onlookers, was Blue Harvest.
Yep, as a reference to Red Harvest, and now there's a book both
And
in
now
Star
there's
Wars,
actually Red Harvest, yeah.
It all comes around, Gary.
which basically means that in order to homage the title of the working title of Return of the Jedi, which was in itself a homage to an older book that George Lucas liked.
Yeah, so now we just have it be the name of the book that George Lucas liked, which is a little weird. I'm guessing that the people who wrote Red Harvest didn't know that.
Oh, for
because
God's
Red
sake,
Harvest
they
is a
just
book.
stepped inside!
Oh, and Elite says originally the novel was called Black Orchid, but it got changed because it's not like a romance novel. I could kind of see that.
Also, Orchid like a super expensive Magic the Gathering card.
Yeah, right. Also, Classic Watcher says as an inside joke, the first Family Guy Star Wars special was called Blue Harvest. That's cute.
And it's Black Lotus, that's the super expensive Magic the Gathering card. I should know, I own two.
I just wanted to talk to somebody, and they just like freaking immediately tried to kill me. Not even a warning.
Well, there was that sign that said restricted access.
Yeah, I want to know why it was restricted. That's why I stepped inside. I expected him to go like, "Sir, step outside or you will be shot." No,
This is clearly
instantly. Quit shooting me, I'm
TF,
sick.
The last thing that you hear as you fade to black is, "Can't you read the sign?"
No, I'm sick.
But yes, I own two Black Lotus cards. I got them from a dead neighbor of mine.
Oh my.
My God, how long did it take you to kill him?
No, he died because of things I do not want to mention on the stream because I don't want you to know what kind of unsafe neighborhood I used to live in.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my.
We're gonna leave it at that for the sake of argument.
Wow, get wrecked, Scrap
Although I
Mechanical.
gotta say, the fact you still own those cards and have not sold them yet is
I
kind of
haven't
amazing.
had time to get them graded yet, because shortly after I got them was when I wound up homeless.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
You should go do that.
I will, as soon as I got them up here in Minnesota.
Oh, there you go.
Man, that's so brutal.
Clean up the competition.
Ah, what's this?
Sam
on my
is a
arm?
delight.
The heck is this? Oh, it's a cat claw.
And maintenance job fulfilled.
Man, people are so rude. Just like, hey, there's a person there. Shoot him.
I'm
I
just
mean,
making
where
my
were the
way.
trespasser?
I'm a mercenary. I'm just making my way, just trying to do my own thing.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. We're the trespassers. I do not support our characters in this situation.
Look, we're just making our way downtown.
Oh, we have a
We're
baddie.
homebound.
Ooh, make it boom, jeez. Thing's a little too big.
You know, you argue about like, oh, who's the baddies in this situation? But then who's the one that's keeping a manta queen?
Exactly. I'm a
You
hero.
know, wasn't attacking anybody until just now when we approached.
Cool Aidman is practicing to become a hell diver, so gotta kill the giant bugs. Also heal.
Quite hardy.
Love of God.
Oh, God. I did great there.
You did wonderful.
He's supposed to have the drunk Iron Man. Well, it's what happens when you're stuffed up.
That is true.
Ellie, you okay? Oh, good. We respawned basically right where we were.
Yep. Also, he's dead, Jim. You killed him.
I think we blinded them as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Forever. Permanently. Because, you know, no brain signals.
I miss the days when I was a kid when a sick day meant still having the energy to play video games with a mountain of tissues beside you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sick day meant watching Price is Right at like 1 in the afternoon.
Huh.
Yeah, watching watching daytime TV when you're sick was always a weird thing.
It's a vibe because you wouldn't normally watch it, but you're just kind of like, well, I'm here.
Well, I mean, I normally watch it because I would record the daytime soaps and then watch them when I got home from school.
That's weird. That was something my mom used to do for me back before we had like streaming and like Dish and stuff like that. She recorded some episodes of Pokemon for me, so that was sweet of her.
Because I liked watching Passions and Days of Our Lives.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who enjoyed watching Passion.
Passions was a good soap opera!
It was.
I have no idea what you two were even talking about.
It's a
so
soap
there you go.
opera that takes place in the same continuity as Bewitched.
Hey, you talked about this, didn't you?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I kind of spaced.
Poor little Timmy.
Yeah, the actor died so they had to write the character out because
Yeah.
it's not like one of those characters that you can easily recast in a soap opera. Which normally you can recast any character in a soap opera very easily. You just have them be in a plane accident and then come back after getting like face surgery, so there's a new actor playing them.
Yeah.
But because Timmy's actor was,
A child?
well, not just a child, but a child with a very specific medical problem,
Oh, right.
it's kind of hard to find that.
I get what you're talking about, like,
What
Oh.
the hell? Oh, okay. I thought it like teleported up to you. I was like, oh my god.
No, I'm just awesome. Also, I'm on fire.
well, I mean, how else are the bad comics gonna burn?
Manta Carapace, I love it.
You know what I've always felt like they should have done? Make a superhero soap opera. It makes perfect sense if you think about it.
I mean, it kind of works when you think about it.
Because all comic books are just soap operas in printed form.
Pretty
I was gonna
much.
say that's like Spider-Man's entire existence.
And the entirety of the X-Men written by Chris Claremont.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, do I need to go into the Summers family tree?
Hawk Hero. I mean, you mean the X-Men for a soap opera?
Yeah. I would love an X-Men soap opera. That'd be like the best thing Disney could ever do.
That'd be fun.
Personally, I'm still waiting for this next season of X-Men 97.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. That would... Oh, God.
Or would that officially be X-Men 98?
The ending of that was, like, so... And halfway through... Oh, God. My heart broke.
Don't forget, there might be somebody in stream that probably doesn't know what's happening, so...
That's why I'm just using vague statements.
Ah, there you go.
But yeah, halfway through X-Men 97, my heart broke.
That's
Level
fair.
16.
Yeah.
Because... a character dies. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Cola's holding a gun. How is he blowing his nose?
Well,
Multitasking.
he's blowing his nose into the gun, and that's causing it to shoot.
Oh,
So
no.
that's how he reloads.
Oh, my gosh, it's a snot gun.
Oh my god.
I got a snot gun. Achoo!
See, it's like a shotgun filled with boogers.
Y'all are gross.
Thank you.
No.
In the words of the Mads, thank you. I'm so glad some episodes of MST3K have been popping up.
Yeah,
I get to experience some of the older generation stuff too.
as well you
the
should
fact
be.
God, the fact I'm saying older generation just makes me feel weird.
To be fair, I was online back in the days when people argued about the hosts of Mystery Science Theater.
Say that again, my brain missed it.
Back in the day, there was forum wars about who was the better host of Mystery Science Theater.
You know, weirdly enough, I never got into that. Whole
I
thing.
watched them from the sidelines and kind of just watched as I was like, yes,
One of the
yes.
internet's first flame wars.
The other early flame war was Truck or Monkey.
Oh,
Trucker
yes.
monkey.
What?
Truck or Monkey.
Optimus Prime versus Optimus Primal. Which one was your
Technically, it's
favorite?
truck, not monkey.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking lately.
Yeah,
Dangerous pastime.
I know.
So what I've been thinking about is how to revitalize the Transformers brand, or Hasbro stuff in general, but in particular Transformers.
Having Hasbro stop doing criminal activities like sending fingerprints to people would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, I was literally going to say step one, replace Hasbro CEO. Like, I don't care what your context is.
Yeah, and
Also,
also
too,
stop with the AI art.
yeah, step
That
two, stop
too.
with AI.
But I mean the Transformers brand, because let's face it, the last several shows have stuck along with the age-old Autobots and Decepticons thing, and the same
They need. I want them to
same
go
group
back.
of characters. So what we need, in my opinion, is another radical reinvention, much in the same vein as Beast Wars.
I would love them to go back to the Beast era and do something new in the Beast era.
I don't
Whereas
know.
I-
Last time they tried to do that, we had Beast Machines.
I think it's time to finally do something different, and definitely a different mold of toys. This franchise is called Robots in Disguise. Why don't we have a series of Transformers that transform into people? And I don't mean pretender shells, I mean legit. They are robots in disguise as people.
Okay, so like, literal Transformers espionage kind of thing.
Yes.
Well, they would all be very small then, wouldn't they? Because the Transformers are like, they tower over people when they're transforming from,
Yep.
like, car
In
form.
G1, yes, but Beast Wars, they were actually
Ooh.
more the size of the actual animal.
Because of the
Okay.
great that's because of the great downgrade that was needed to do due to the fact that there was an energon shortage on Cybertron about 500 or so years after the Great War ended.
1 second, I am getting a person who wants to come in. There is no webcam on, so how are you doing, sweetie?
Hi. Since there's no webcam, no one's gonna see the things I'm about to do to you.
Oh no!
Take that. Yeah.
Domestic abuse.
No, it's not domestic abuse. I'm just holding flowers. I'm trying to give you flowers and I'm hitting you with them.
That's domestic abuse.
That's not domestic abuse. That's flowering.
Thank you.
So wait, hold on. Never mind. I'm going to stop myself before I finish that joke.
I knew what you were going to say. I know what you're going to say.
What?
Linkara was getting peddled. Is that what you were going for?
Take
No,
the pedal
no,
to the
I
pedal.
think I know what Jesus was going to say, and I'm not going to say it.
Good, because even I don't want to say it.
Message me later.
Okay.
Deflowering.
Flowering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's low hanging fruit.
No, he's been done that to me. Anyway, can you plug this in for me?
I can, in fact, plug in your switch for you, yes.
No, don't describe it. They're supposed to think thingies.
Brain
Oh,
not at full capacity right now, because shooty.
Also, I can't believe you're wearing this kigurumi.
It's comfortable.
Yes, but why a kigurumi of a giant unicorn poop?
It's comfortable.
Man, I bet y'all wish y'all could see this. Oh no! It's our special guest. Name a special guest. It's our special guest that just came in the room.
Mike Tyson.
I can't do a Mike Tyson impression. Help. Who can you do an impression of?
No one. Especially not right now while I'm sick.
Wait, it's your special guest, Tristan Taylor.
You could do a trick.
We were talking about that before the stream started, that actually this is perfect for my voice, which gives me super strength.
Anyway, hope y'all are enjoying Sick Stream. I'm somehow still well.
Well, you're standing over me, so probably not a good idea there.
Don't worry, I took defensive measures. Like this giant mecha I'm in.
But not for very much longer.
Oh my
It's
God.
Theater of the Mind here on the Atop the Fourth Wall stream.
You guys got a mech? Cool.
So, is this like gonna be an ASMR stream now, or?
Nothing more relaxing than the sound of someone stuffed up.
And in a
Me too.
mecha.
And in America.
Well, chicks dig giant robots.
That is true.
That is
I
true.
do indeed.
I love you, sweetie.
Love you too.
I also like cannons.
Oh my.
What?
Oh
Haven't you ever
my.
watched Hellsing Ultimate Abridged?
Bitches love cannons.
Ah, there you go.
Bitches do, in fact, appreciate cannons.
Give me an anti-tank rifle.
Mac wants the flamethrower.
Mac, what's the what?
That's what I said, now move.
Ed, show me what you could do when you step into the circle and shake like we're doing. Why do we keep doing that?
Also, yeah, that's one thing I loved about Transformers animated all the way back in 2008. It actually did do a lot of things differently by having it be the war is already over before the show began. And Optimus and his crew are just salvage engineers.
Ah.
That is such a cool idea.
And then they come across the remnants of the Decepticons, and they're not fighting a war, they're just fighting the remnants of a force that lost a war.
I gotta say, that guy left out of bed and started firing real quick. Like,
Well,
that
I
guy
did
was
just go
good.
inside his house.
Yeah, I know, but like he was just like in bed and like just instantly attacking within a couple seconds. He's good.
He was ready.
Like you're a protagonist, it's not beating you, but like damn.
Those dudes with the hat. Is that the canon event? In the animated.
I still haven't seen that movie.
No, not the movie. I'm talking about like the animated series.
But, yeah, that also, sorry, Sumdeck was such a great character because she was a Transformer, except rather than having a car form for her thing, because the first thing that she touched was a biological entity when she was still a protoform, she took on the traits of that human that she touched, which was Isaac Sundek, and became his daughter Sari.
See, yeah, more like that I think would be interesting.
Transformers Animated was such a unique Transformers show, and I wish they would do something like that again. Or something like Beast Machines again.
Again, like, you know what's sad? There were gonna do another season, but unfortunately, like, one thing led to another, and, like, we never got a chance. There was gonna be more.
They actually had 3 more seasons planned.
Exactly! And, like, I'm sad that never came through.
But they got canceled because they wanted to do a synergistic thing, tying the games and with the show and with the comics and have it all be synergy.
How'd that work out for them?
It failed badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, I feel as if I wanted to try and, like, revitalize the Transformers series, I would actually try to do, like, a huge collaborative piece, kind of like what they did for the, that promo for the 30th anniversary.
Yes,
but
what I would
actually
love-
make a series out of it.
I would love to see a Transformers series that's based about Vector Prime finds out that there's something that happened that's going to wipe out all of history, so he has to gather Autobots, Decepticons, Maximals,
Minicons?
Minicons, Predacons, all bring them together onto one team in order to stop this event that'll wipe out time itself.
How
That would be a cool
interesting.
idea, not gonna lie.
And
Because-
T Elite has a super chat. Last episode of Pretty Cure, out of all the context, the sheep is so deaf, no LOL. I have no idea what that means.
And the reason why I
That's
say,
really out of context.
and the reason why I say have Vector Prime be the one to do this is because Vector Prime exists at all points of time at the exact same time. Because he's literally tossed himself into like a time vortex.
Dagnabbit, okay, I misread those dudes' comment. I was referring to B Wordslow Cannons being canon. Dagnabbit!
Which one is Daniel Johnson's Transformers comic? I've read several Transformers comics. I don't always remember which writer wrote which.
Don't know. So there was one Transformer comic I did like, and it's an interesting idea. I will say, like, Megatron at the end of the series finally deciding to and seeing the error of his ways and becoming an Autobot kind of thing. It's such a weird idea, but at the same time, it intrigues me.
Sam,
I'm not
get
gonna-
up, you lazy nothing to good for nothing.
And Fruity Groovy says the Alliance continuity, which was only connected to each other if you squint. It streamlined a lot of things, but also kind of half-assed it.
Yep. And that's why they canceled more Transformers Animated, which was actually doing exceedingly well in the ratings. And actually kind of did better than all 3. If you combine the ratings of all 3 seasons of Animated, they did better than each season of Animated did better than, well, all the seasons of Prime.
Because and that really sucks because, like, I liked both. I liked Prime and I like Animated. Actually,
Yeah.
I take that back. Originally, I liked Prime only because, well, it was Prime. It was cool. And, like, I didn't like Animated at the time. But then later down the line, I'm like, you know, I actually gotta give Animated credit where credit's due. It was actually really good.
Yes, and also if you haven't seen them before, you should definitely look up the Japanese theme song for Transformers Animated. It is one of the best songs that Jam Project has ever done.
I gotta look that up later. But yeah, oh god, Transformers Animated's theme song, at first I didn't like, but then rewatching it over and over again, I'm like, well, crap, this is actually really good.
And if you don't know who Jam Project is, they're a Japanese band that does some of the best banger openings for anime.
You and I have heard of Jam Project.
I sadly have not.
Yeah, I remember hearing about them back in like the 2000s, I think.
Oh, speaking
They
of,
have
like,
been around since like the mid-2000s, and they just release banger after banger.
What anime stuff have they done? Because like I swear I've heard that name.
I will get a list.
Oh, I mean you don't need to like go out of your way.
I mean, I'll just pull out the list that's in my purse.
Oh,
Oh,
fine.
there you go. Speaking of,
And yes, I have a list of anime that Jam Project has done songs for in my purse.
Okay, what
That-
do we got here?
let's see. Jam Project was
Slayers, Revolutionary Girl Utena, One Piece.
Did they do Slayers? Was it the music or something? Because I know Megumi Hayashibara sang the songs.
Ah,
Masami Okui was the one who did the music for several of the Slayers openings. And that's also one of the
Employee,
leaders
you
of...
have been on shift for 88,000 hours. You have earned a 5-minute break.
It's so real.
Macross 7. And then you also have when they finally got together as a group known as the Jam Project, because that's all the pre-Jam Project stuff they did.
Okay, because I was gonna say I think I would have known if Jam Project had done Slayers because I love
Yeah.
Slayers.
But that was just the calling themselves Jam Project stuff that they did.
Okay.
Since then, they did Scrap Princess. They've done
Wait, Scrap Princess, really?
Yep, they did the opening for Scrap Princess.
What?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Opening 9 for Sergeant Frog.
Opening 9. Okay.
Transformers Animated. Cardfight Vanguard. Like, all the openings for Cardfight Vanguard. Nobunaga the Fool. Garo. One Punch Man.
That was Jam Project? Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Dust accumulation analysis.
Well, that's the only one of those I've actually seen so far.
There's more on this list, but some of them are kind of obscure. Like, I don't think you guys would probably know what Yusha Yoshiyuki is.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard of Scrap Princess, but I've never seen it.
Also, Bakuman, they did one of the endings for it, but I've never, but yeah. But I don't know
Bakuman
how...
or Bakugan?
Bakuman. I don't know how many people other than me are fans of the manga series Bakuman.
It was a nice series about how mangas are made.
Yeah.
Where's the vending machine? Oh, there it is.
But a lot of their songs hit like the... let's see, what else have they done? I'm looking through on my list here, because they have a lot. They just keep making songs. Several of the opening themes for Super Robot Wars, if you play those games.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, we only got a couple of them because Harmony Gold is just the worst.
Yeah. Mazen Kaiser.
Oof. I think I've seen Mazen Kaiser's Skull, so I think that's different.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I just saw the opening. Holy shnikes, that was cool.
Cyborg 009 versus Devilman.
I've heard of both of those things, but not the crossover. And Tia Lee says to give a bit of context to my Pretty Cure chat, let's say that as a friend, there's the things you don't say about a guy in regard to a girl in front of her, if you say so.
Oh dear.
I remember Cyborg 009 being on TV, but like I never watched it. It was like one of those Toonami things.
Yeah.
I didn't actually watch the one on Toonami. I watched an older Cyborg 009 because my uncle decided to bring a whole bunch of anime that he recorded off television in Japan home with him. Because he was stationed in Japan in the Air Force for a few years. So he brought home a lot of anime. And live-action tokusatsu. So I was watching Super Sentai and things like Cyborg 009, Kashan.
I've heard of that.
Wait, is it called Kashan or Kashren?
Okay, Cash Earn is the remake that was done in the 2000s. Kashan is the original.
Okay.
Yeah, I can run it.
They more Romanized the name for the remake.
Proximity alert. Biology human. Protocol kill all plants. Suspended. Present your Rizzo identification credentials or prepare to be downsized.
Also, watch
no.
Gundam like in 1989 because that's when I was like 4 and the first time I watched Gundam.
You can't
with
fire me, I
subtitles.
quit.
Oh, you're going for it?
No.
Attempting to disengage security protocols without proper authorization is a priming weapons.
Bunker assessment. Overdue for cleaning. Initiating emergency deep clean protocol authorization code Apastron 5.
Wow, it's a good thing you have them in your party.
Calendar. Last cleaning occurred 3,654
Wow.
days ago.
Lucky.
Emergency cleaning protocol accepted.
Clean. You talked up. What don't you do, Sam?
Windows.
SAM units are not board certified to sanitize wounds and or perform medical operations. If this is an emergency, please send a distress signal.
Sam is
on the
all right.
data band.
Sam, you wonderful bastard.
Mantisaur threat
Yeah.
level is
You magnificent bastard, I did not read your book because this was a surprise reveal.
Mantisaur wounds are not covered under Rizzo's health policy. Have a productive day.
Anyway, good
That's
job,
also
Sam.
such a. That's also such like just like a gross like post a capitalist like have a productive day. Like,
Yep.
what an exhausting thing to say and to hear.
Yoink. More ammo.
I mean,
Nice to have a robot buddy with you.
indeed.
What else we loot around here? Yoink.
So, Eliza, if I may ask, what Super Sentai did you watch from those videos? 'Cause, like,
Here, monthly
Okay, there's only
camera.
one Super Sentai series he brought, and that was crap. Which one was it again? It's the one that had both the white and pink Ranger.
okay, Kaku Ranger.
No. Early, like before Zeo Ranger stuff.
All right, so Jetman.
Before that,
Batman?
I'm trying to remember the name of.
We're doing it easy for the best.
I think it was like.
Lead to a better halcyon. Terrible cost of getting there. Redacted.
One second,
Feel
looking
like
it
this
up.
Changeman?
Changeman, yeah.
Yeah, multiple people saying Changeman.
But mostly what he bought was the other Tokusatsu stuff, like Kikaider, which was one of my favorite shows of all time when I was a kid. I didn't understand a damn thing that was being said, but I loved that show.
Okay, now I remember that guy. That guy that freaking looks like War Machine from Kinnikuman.
Because Kikaider was just so great, because it was about this android that wants to be human. It basically is the Pinocchio story, but with explosions.
Neat.
Alright, well, I'm afraid at this point I gotta get going, but enjoy the rest of the stream.
All right, have a good night, Lotus. Thanks for joining us.
Night, Lotus.
Yeah, man. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I only know about Hokkaido because they live near my town.
But Kikaider is the spin-off of Kikaider.
Oh,
Kikaider's the one that's like half red and half blue. And there was also the other anime that he brought was what became my favorite anime for the longest time, and that was Ashita no Joe. It's a boxing anime. Which, if you've never seen Ashita no Joe, it ends with the main character dying.
Of course.
In one of the best ways ever. He fights so hard that he dies after throwing his last punch.
That
Like
is
a
hardcore.
man.
Oh dear God, I am a man himself to death.
Yeah.
Yes! It's like, I love that anime so much. Mostly because at the time, this was like when I started watching that when I was like in, first or second grade, because that was when I was learning how to do boxing. As part of my weird life of learning various martial arts.
Hey, it's always good to have abilities. And a comic geek. Not sure if you know this, but Fred Tatascori ZZA in Cosmic Fury is Marvel's go-to guy for a certain Marvel character outside of the MCU. And on that note, Lord Zed Smash!
Yeah, but I feel like I read that when I was looking up info on it originally.
Nice.
Ah, workbench, good. Repair.
I don't know how I did well with that Zed impression, but there you go.
It kind of seemed like halfway between Zed and Hulk.
Well, I mean, like, that. I think that was the point. I think the voice actor voices Hulk is why.
Yes.
So I guess I did a good impression for... You know what? I'm not even going to say it that I did a good impression of both.
Oh, too soon. Too soon.
Oh, yeah, one of the greatest facts I know about Beast Wars is...
What was that?
Yeah?
When it comes to the voice acting, Scott McNeil voiced Rat Trap, Dinobot, Waspinator, and Silverbolt, so there's actually a scene where all 4 of those characters are the only characters in the scene, so it's an entire scene of him just talking to himself.
So, pretty much what internet reviewers that don't have a lot of cast doing together, pretty much.
Yep.
That's the reason why, if I recall correctly, Waspinator stuck around, because it was cheaper.
Yep. Scott McNeil, literally, Scott McNeil just voiced half the cast.
Yeah, because didn't he also voice Pterosaur, who actually did end up having to be dismantled?
No, that was Doug Parker.
Ah.
But, there is another character who voiced 2 characters.
Now it's just the part that might blow us up.
Well, technically, that person... Yeah, there's one other actor who voiced 2 characters. Gary Chalk, who voiced Optimus Primal. He also voiced Megatron. No, not the Tyrannosaurus one. The original G1 Megatron.
Ah, okay.
In Beast Wars.
Oh, okay. My brain was trying to figure it out.
Because there's like a couple of scenes in Beast Wars where they have G1 Megatron show up and talk.
An old recording.
Yeah.
Yep. And they had Gary Chalk do that.
Yeah. The Drive Nasty voice Megatron.
It's really hard to do that voice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Which is why I will always prefer Beast Wars Megatron, well, you know, Beastar Megatron over original G1 Megatron because of one reason. Yes.
Sure.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I understand that, but like, I mean, like G1 Megatron was voiced by like Frank Welker for crying out loud, and
Yeah.
but dude's the boss.
Yes. He never said yes. That's cool.
No, but I mean, you're not wrong. I just prefer G1 Megatron. Don't get me wrong. I like both G1 Megatron and Beast Wars Megatron. I don't know. I'm weird like that.
Also,
especially when he revoiced Megatron in Prime. Like, Frank did such a good job with that version of Megatron.
Also, Ian Corlett voiced both Cheetor and the Sentinel computer on board the Axelon.
Ah.
It's a very talented group of voice actors.
I know.
They were.
And Blue Monkuma voiced Tigatron, Tigerhawk, the Vok, and Unicron. Because yes, Unicron shows up as
No,
a
he
projection.
doesn't. It's an image of him that they put up.
Yeah, like I said, he shows up as a projection.
So Scott McNeil not only okay. I was trying to figure out like okay, what other characters does he?
Wolverine. He voices Wolverine.
He also voices Aliel Sanchez from Gundam 00.
He also does Wolverine.
I think he also voices one of the twins from Double Dragon. I think it's Jimmy.
I think so. He also voiced
Proto Man in the Mega Man cartoon.
I think he voiced Suezo in Monster Rancher as well.
That sounds right. Let me double check. Monster Rancher. Monster Rancher. Oh, we also voiced Grey Wolf.
Oh, neat. I remember him.
Gali, Naga. He voiced Naga and Captain Black Dino.
And when they did the dub of Mega Man Upon a Star, he voiced Dr. Wily.
Yep, I can confirm.
And I'm pretty sure he voiced somebody in Inuyasha, but I'm trying to remember who.
Oh, I think I know who. I think it was Koga?
Oh, yeah, it was Koga.
God, we're a bunch of dorks.
And, of course, he also does Piccolo.
Oh, yeah! That's right. From the
Funimation dub, yeah.
but produced by Ocean Productions, I believe.
Yep, the Funimation for Ocean dub.
Yeah,
And of course, something that I remember him from because it's one of my favorite things of all time, the Leiji Matsumoto verse. He also voiced Captain Harlock.
Nice.
I think that sounds so familiar. I'm trying to remember where I remember that name.
You don't know Captain Harlock?
The name sounds familiar, but I don't remember where.
Captain Harlock, Galaxy Express 999, Galaxy Railways, Battleship Yamato.
Okay. Captain Harlock. I got him confused up with another anime captain I was thinking of.
Okay.
Like, Captain Harlock, like the Leiji verse is kind of big. Granted, he's not the only person who has voiced Harlock. Harlock has had a lot of voice actors.
The music video for One More Time. Research notes, tissue compatibility, acceptable losses.
Technically, while that was done by Leiji Matsumoto, it's never been converted to be part of the Leiji verse. And yes, the Interstellar 5555 is an amazing movie.
That's what I'm thinking of. Interstellar 555.
And if you haven't seen Interstellar 5555, watch it. It's literally just it's artwork done by Leiji Matsumoto and his team, set to the music of Daft Punk.
Yep.
Lots of mollies.
One more time.
And it's like a 2-hour-long movie.
Hello.
Or was it like an hour and a half? It's a decently length movie, and it's really good. Although my favorite song on that album and in that movie is, well, Digital Love. Last night I had a dream about you. Oh yeah, another thing that Scott McNeil did that I just popped back in my head. What's Ranma? He did Principal Kuno.
Hey man, he did Principal Kuno.
The Kuno family is insane, and I cannot wait to see the new Ranma show.
I'm looking forward to it. It's supposed to be coming out in October, right?
Yep, October 5th is the first episode.
First episode of Uzumaki dropped as well. I have not watched it yet.
Also, the first episode of Season 3 of Critical Role is going to be dropping soon.
Hey, you know what else is going to be coming up in the 1st of October? A new episode of Longbox of the Damned.
What?
But you all can watch
crazy talk.
You want it's even more crazy? It's actually out right now on AtopTheFourthWall's Patreon. So if y'all want to check it out, I will say right now, if you want a chance to do so, then go check out the AtopTheFourthWall Patreon. But that's not all. Not only will you get access to the Patreon, you will also get access to the AtopTheFourthWall Discord.
What?
Where you can hang out with. Yep, where you can.
What
hang out
a
with fans,
savings!
Well, indeed. So
Where you can hang out with fans and weirdos like us.
Exactly.
And it all keeps coming and it won't stop coming.
And it don't stop coming, and it don't stop coming.
Also, if you want to, there's always RoboMats for sale.
RoboMats for sale? What? I can buy my own RoboMat?
Yes, as well as atop the fourth wall themed earrings and keychains.
Oh my god, I would sign up for that Patreon and buy this merchandise immediately.
What?
If I was someone who wasn't already a part of it, because I'm a smart person.
You know, it's one thing to have all this fun stuff, but like, there's no way there's like there's one thing that won't sell me. I don't think there's like any. If you were able to sell DVDs, then I'd just be sold.
There are DVDs aplenty.
Well,
But the
what a
DVDs are
coincidence! Because we happen to have DVDs, movies, including Winter of '83.
Winter of '83. What's that all about?
It's an analog horror series, which means it's appropriate for Halloween. So you should go and buy that right now.
Ooh.
Anyway, I'm gonna read this Connect storage tag to the thingamabob.
Did you ever release a CD of A Voice from the Dark?
Yes, I did actually. Although somehow I screwed it up. The side thing for the CD label for A Voice from the Dark, it says A Voice in the Dark instead of From the Dark. So whoops.
So if you also want to listen to a great radio drama done by Linkara and a bunch of other people who are famous and talented, you could get A Voice from the Dark.
Dear God, that's amazing.
That's a 3.5 hour audio drama. I think someone should buy that right now.
Right for the spooky season.
Indeed. Anyway, I'll use engineering.
But if you all can't afford it right now, you can help up the revenue by checking out some of those right now. If you want, I totally recommend checking out A Voice in the Dark via YouTube and watching that right now. Or not right now, like after stream, obviously.
After the stream, obviously.
After stream, obviously. But like, also, you can check out Winter of '83 on what's that? Hey, can you help me with this? Yeah, sure, I can totally help. We're sorry to interrupt. Step outside, for we are coming for you.
You should buy Winter of '83.
You should buy Winter of DVD now.
For $5, Cleodora Salvadera. Thank you. Winter of '83. What a cool story on DVD. I mean, oh my God, I'm dying. That
You take us to the nicest
is a big
place.
monster.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Let's dethrone this. Let's dethrone this queen of her existence.
It just means there's more of them to hug. That's all.
Yeah, that's fair. Give Uncle Squirtor a hug. Oh no, Cole Aidman's cornered. But I need to buy Winter of '83 DVD now. Please do. I totally okay. In all seriousness, I totally recommend it. The special features are really fun. Audio commentary is really good, and like and you know what's awesome? Extra scenes.
Yep, we're not available online.
And they are.
See the DVD version of it.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I've said this God knows how many times, but like, the series, honestly, if it's a hot day and you need to cool off, I totally recommend watching it because it scares me so. It scares me so cold. Is how good it is.
It chills you to the bone.
Exactly. Also, are you fighting ghosts? What the fuck?
Bugs.
Even
Swarm of
worse.
bugs.
It's a swarm of insects. They drink your blood.
Swarm of 84.
Alright, I'm gonna have to hop off to bed now. You guys be safe. Enjoy the rest of your stream.
All right, farewell,
Will do.
Jesus. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
Ah.
Good night, everyone.
Farewell, Jesus.
Bye, Jesus. What the heck is going on? Open fire.
Captain Avenger will get your super chat as soon as it pops in.
Yeet. Let's see. Cole is saved by drugs, and Linkara needs to be saved by drugs, too. God, what a...
We missed T Elite super chat. Let's go find it.
Yeah, let's see.
I
Hold
found
on.
it. Also, go to the Ko-Fi link in the description of the person that did the thumbnail. He does amazing Minecraft skin commissions. Side note, you said Fears to Fathom is set in Minnesota, right?
One of the episodes of it, yes, apparently.
There you go.
Anarchist cookbook, use heavy weapons. Alright, we're gonna try one of the other weapons just because, like, we have more ammo.
I kinda... Kind of just walked up and sat back down on my lap.
Aw. Swarm is a weird Spider-Man villain.
Isn't Swarm just a group of Nazi bees?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Swarm is just a group of Nazi bees.
Nazi bees. My God.
Captain
Right now,
Avenger. Hey, Linkara, I got a long box and it arrived in the mail. There's a note in it that said, "Do not open until tomorrow." Should I open it?
Probably not. Whoop.
That reminds me, I'm going to need help moving my long box when I get around. I have a really heavy duty, you know, one of those really heavy, you know, hard long boxes. Not the cardboard ones, but the ones that are made out of, like, hard plastic.
Yeah.
And it's filled to the brim, so it's really heavy.
Well, yeah, because stuff in boxes is very heavy.
Yep.
Along with the container itself.
I used to have a long box that I built myself.
That's gotta be heavy.
Whoa.
It was. That's the reason why I left it when I moved out of Vegas. I just took everything out of it.
Ah, there you go. Let's see. Shouldn't Swarm be a Nick Cage villain then? I don't know. Let's see. Hoping to see some new stuff for a long box of the Damned this October. I would think there would be more new stuff.
Oh, there'll be some fun new stuff in there.
Absolutely.
Oh, I should have sent you some Sonic comics to look at, so that you can see if you wanted to put those on long box, because Sonic did some really gnarly stuff in IDW.
Oh, jeez.
Like, a Grey Goose scenario type messed up stuff. Robotnik released a nanite swarm to roboticize the planet.
Yes! Oh, good God!
And there's this really horrifying and heartbreaking scene where Vanille is telling Emerald to get Cream out of there as she is swarmed by the roboticized zombified Mobians.
Jeez.
Yeah, I remember our library actually had that collection actually. So yeah.
That story arc is like good horror for Sonic.
It also came out at probably like at a good time too, because this was during the pandemic. So.
Oh yeah. They did that storyline during the pandemic. Which was like the best period.
I know, right? Like, dear God.
Well, to be fair, at one point in my life, I was waking up in Vegas for like 20 years.
Oh my.
I lived in Vegas for 20 years.
Eliza lived in Vegas for 20 years.
And I hated it I hated living in Vegas for 20 years.
And Eliza's hated Vegas for 20 years. Maybe Reno could have been better? I don't know.
Well, a few times I visited Reno, I liked Reno, but the problem was locations of where I lived in Vegas.
Oh, that's always fun.
Because technically, I did not live in Vegas.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because nobody technically lives in Vegas. If you did, you're kind of an idiot.
Fair.
Wow, these guys are assholes.
Because
Corporate was moving operations, and they were, and they seemed to imply they would be taking the their animal test subjects with them. Animal test subjects got loose. Wild animals came and attacked them all. The shuttle that was taking them lifted off, and no one, and it's very clear that no one's coming to help them.
But one of the places I lived in Vegas was right next to the Air Force Base.
Oh boy.
Which okay, did you know that the Air Force Base causes the surrounding area to become a lot hotter?
I did not know that.
All the tarmac on the Air Force Base? And tarmac increases the amount of heat in the surrounding area by a bit?
Oh dear. That. Okay, wow. That. Yikes! I'm so sorry.
And I have a really bad sensitivity to heat.
Yeah, that's gotta
No,
suck.
no, Fab, not Area 51, just a normal air base.
Yeah, and just Nellis Air Force Base. It's a common Air Force base.
Yeah. No aliens whatsoever.
Although, technically, Area 51 is a misnomer. It's actually known as the Groom Lake Facility.
Wait,
Area 51 is just the plot of land that the Groom Lake Facility lays upon. So it's technically a misnomer to call it Area 51.
Oh, there you go. You know, I'm just gonna call it now. Area 51 is, Area 51 is just using the alien story just to cover up their, airplane plans.
Yeah, just because that's where Groom Lake is where they do, vehicle testing. That's where they test the new Air Force vehicles.
Yeah, the ones they derive from aliens.
You don't know. I mean, like, to be fair, like, who said it had to be just aircraft? It could be other vehicles. It could be water vehicles.
Well, one
Alien
of the
water
big...
vehicles.
And I mean, if you want stuff that actually looks more like it's based on, like, UFOs, go to Canada. They did something called the, what was it called? The Afrocraft? Which is this big disc-shaped car that could also go on water and was supposed to be able to fly.
Uh-huh.
And it failed miserably.
Oh. That's what they want you to think.
There is no actual places called Area 51 or Area 52 or anything like that. The designations of area are actually just meaning government-owned plot of land, number X. So when you hear, like, Area 1, that's government-owned plot of land 1.
The more you know. Yeah, the middle of the desert is the best place to test watercraft. I mean...
To be fair, there is Lake Mead nearby.
And also, to be fair, I don't know why, but, like, desert areas seem to always have, like, boats for some reason.
Yeah.
And I think I know why. It's like, whenever, like, the San Andreas Fault finally, there's this... hold on, Super Chat first. Let's see, from T-Elite. Let's see. So, you are playing Fears of Fathom Woodborough Getaway because it's Minnesota, right? Or is it the wrong one?
The thing is, we're playing the first one that's for free first, just to see if it's a game we actually would enjoy playing. Then I'm gonna buy the Minnesota one if it is.
There you go. Like, there's this fun idea for us Californians over here, where like if the San Andreas Fault like breaks and like the West Coast like sinks into the sea or something like that, people that are like further away from the sea are gonna be like, hey, beachfront property kind of thing.
Also, do you know the reason why there's a lot of boats in the desert?
Go for it.
Because back during the time of around the like 60s and 70s, there were a lot of people traveling from the Midwest to the West Coast.
Ah, there you go.
Due to the fact that there was a tendency for people to travel on these long vacation getaways on things like Route 66.
Oh, yeah.
And they would have trailer hitches for boats attached to the back of their vehicles. But these trailer hitches weren't always the best, so sometimes they would fall off.
Oh, dear.
And so that left a lot of boats littering the landscape between the Midwest and the West Coast.
Just what the heck?
The more you know about actual history.
Woohoo.
Once upon a time, I think like California was actually more green and actually had more water back then, but
Yes.
because of how things are nowadays.
Also, no need to make a thumbnail. Eliza's actually whipped one up for those ones.
Oh, heck yeah. That was Lex Luthor's plan from Superman 1, dude. I mean, yes, but unlike Luthor, who's gonna blow it up, we're just waiting for the natural cause.
And because there's this whole thing that used to be known as the Great American Vacation, which was you would take your family to the West Coast for sun, sand, and the theme parks.
Right.
Also, did you know that Las Vegas actually used to be an oasis with a large amount of water?
Where in the what now?
Las Vegas itself used to be a large oasis with a large amount of water.
And now it's not anymore, or?
Yeah, it's not anymore because it's mostly just a desert now.
Right.
Because they covered up the oasis.
Like the smart people they are.
And built buildings on top of it.
Yep.
It's the reason why it's called Las Vegas, because Las Vegas means the oasis.
Oh.
In fact, the place where the oasis used to be is now where the Cashman Center is. And Cashman Field. Right next to the old Mormon fort, which is built on the edge of the oasis. And the oasis was so large that it went all the way from where the Cashman Field is right now to beyond where Freedom Park is. And this probably means nothing to anybody who's never been to Vegas.
I mean, I've only been to Vegas once, back in 2003.
Okay, anybody who's never been to Vegas and hasn't gone to these places.
The groundbreaker has approved.
It makes no sense to anybody who's in that category because I talk about this because I lived in Vegas for 20 years. So I know these locations like off the back of my head.
Ah, there you go. Let's see.
And technically at one point I lived in the area that used to be where the Oasis was.
Oh, dang. But the only Vegas I'm interested in is New Vegas from Fallout. I don't know. I don't know why, but like, I never really got into Fallout until like Fallout 4 became a thing. So I think that's like the only Fallout game I'm into. So, I mean, I know there's like I know there's 76, but like from what I've heard from the grapevine, kind of
76 started off bad. It's gotten very good now.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, it just took about 5 years of it being bad for it to get good.
Ah. Oh, so like a Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Yeah.
So, my life experience. Great. Good to know.
Yeah, but, also, right next to... Also, a lot of the old Mormon fort has been torn down. All that's left is a small section of it, which is now a museum that you can go to. And right next to it is this Museum of Natural History, where they have a nice dinosaur skeleton. Several of them, actually.
Ellie, we're going to swap you back out for Parvati. Because we're back on station
And
with lesbians.
I love museums. Are there any museums in Minnesota that have free entry?
Depends on some of them. Yes, Walker Art Center usually is relatively free. I want to say, the Sculpture Garden is free at the very least. Science Museum, I don't think is free, unfortunately.
Dang, science museums are my favorite. So, well, science and natural history museums, especially the ones with dinosaur bones.
Oh, you'll love the Science Museum. It's good. It's great.
I have this fascination with dinosaur bones.
Maybe you should
I
call
want
it
to see
night.
the
Not
dinosaurs.
quite yet. I still got a quest to turn in. I'm still okay. There goes that foghorn again. Look, I've got to blow my nose. It's just a thing that happens.
Indeed.
Well, if there's a foghorn, maybe we should get a leghorn.
Oh God. Now I said, boy, when it comes to doing a reference like that, you need to meet someone that could actually pull up the reference, because I'm not one of them. I'm as sharp as a
back
pole.
up there. I completely forget. How do I get up there? Sublight. Yeah, that's right. Sublight. That's it.
Let's see. That or deodorant?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find him. Okay, like I know we have like some sort of a.
That gas is going to make us
Is he
a
thing here in
fucking
California?
mint. 120 some cubic meters of it at 1 million bits a pop. Take this. You've earned it.
Hey.
That's a lot of XP.
Lined up, I'm gonna buy it.
Oh, I definitely suggest playing the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a good game.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached.
Am I excited for
I'm
Sonic
impressed,
3 in
Hudson.
December? Let me see.
I guess
Am
you're
I
just one of the
excited
lucky
for
ones.
Sonic
Look on the bright
3?
side. You just started and you're already on the path to a promotion. I hope you kept the unreliable.
That's a tough question. Am I excited for Sonic
For my
3?
new favorite contractor.
I mean,
Salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084.
it just has
Exact.
Keanu Reeves as
Cobweb
Shadow the
Canal.
Hedgehog. I mean, what's there to be excited about there?
Yep.
How big we talking? No,
Yeah,
Other
probably
than
not.
it's Keanu Reeves is playing the Shadow the
this
Hedgehog, of course I'm
opportunity won't come
excited.
around again, Captain.
The research.
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why.
I am curious
While
why.
the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal.
So you claim.
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that.
I only did that once because of Dunsparce.
Both. Neither. Right now, it's
Cool.
safer
Okay,
if
so
I
we-
keep
oh,
you
sorry.
in the dark. I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right, and I'll clue you in. But right now, I'm not sure who I can trust.
Uh-huh.
Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
Reassuring.
Very reassuring. So so it looks like we have like a. Yeah, the California Science Center. I forgot that we had that.
And yes, there is a Sonic X Shadow Origins game coming out. Sonic X Shadow Generations coming out. It's I think it already came out.
Let's roll Halcyon Helen.
I don't know if it already came out or it's coming out. I'm not the best at keeping up with gaming news.
I know the feeling. What? Avenger, why are we going? Oh, it's Andrew. Why? What? Why? Avenger, what are you up to?
Alright, I want to go start the that quest to go help out that cereal lady.
C&P chicken and potatoes.
We're gonna help Captain Crunch?
We know our
Yes.
Wait,
the
by cereal, you
no,
mean?
cereal as in like, you know,
What can I do for you?
TV cereal.
Madrino?
Oh, okay.
Good for you. Spacer's promise.
Oh, Detective Crunch.
Take
There we
my
go.
word for it. See for yourself. Make it short.
Well, to be fair, there was a time period where, where cereal commercials were serialized.
Have a look.
It was called the 90s.
Yeah, that's true. And let's talk about Captain Crunch.
I remember a lot of them with the Sugar Smack character. Or is that going? You know the Sugar Bear. Sugar. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I want to say it's kind of been a hot minute since I remember the Sugar Bear one.
Like there are all these serialized ones where if you bought the cereal, you would find out what happened at the end, which was usually he just bopped the enemy in the head and took the cereal.
Ah, there you go.
And then there was ones where there was all the there's what happened to Lucky when Lucky vanished for a few months.
Lucky the Leprechaun?
Yeah. They had him
I
missing
remember
from the
that.
boxes and they had him missing from the boxes and everything for about 6 months.
Yeah, I remember that campaign. There was a Trix Bunny one where he was like hypnotized, and it was a promotional for like X-ray goggles or something.
Like I love those old serialized cereal commercials because it was just a neat way to tell short stories.
Now, that's how you could sell a product. Like, have a fun imagination kind of thing, and not just like, I don't know, be boring and stuff like that. I don't know.
Transmission from Roseway.
I can't come up with a good.
Oh yeah, I actually got a. Me and Zen got a box of the Caramella Creeper cereal.
How is it?
I have not tried it yet. I will let you know.
Oh, it's on right
I'm
now.
sorry, what kind of cereal?
Caramella Creeper.
Yeah, it's the new monster cereal.
I'm trying to reach
I think new. It was new last year.
Yeah, they came out last year.
Please return to Roseway.
I got some on Saturday when we were shopping.
That you'll be interested in. Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn engineers never label these toggles clearly. Is it the...
The transmission is complete, Captain. See you soon, Captain.
Alright, we'll go out. Oh. That was accidental.
There's also a cereal. There's actually a lot of commercials, not just cereal commercials. Did this whole serialization thing? Like I remember one with the 7-Up Spot, which was supposed to be, which was a tie into the the 7-Up Spot video game, because that was a thing that existed.
Yep. Monarch. Which one was Roseway?
I think it was the same planet that I think it's Terra 2.
Yep. Yeah, we'll investigate that real quick.
Let's see.
Alright.
What is Chimera Crypt supposed to be? Probably a zombie of some kind. I don't know. I'm just here, people. I don't even know what's going on.
Let me actually look that up. Because yes, there is a website for this.
There you go. Delete. We will get to your super chat in a moment.
Yeah, we'll probably call it quits a little bit soon here.
Let's see. Caramella Creeper is based on.
Right.
She is a zombie.
There we go. Here's a zombie. There you go. Oh, bless you.
And she is the cousin of Frankenberry.
Huh. Interesting.
They also brought back Fruity Yummy Mummy for a while.
Oof.
In 2014, they brought back Fruity Yummy Mummy.
I'll be honest. I was never interested in like the monster cereal. Sadly, I don't know. I was a basic cereal person.
I like Blueberry, Frankenberry, and I wanted to, but here's the thing, I was weird with them because I would always pick the marshmallows out and put them in my brother's bowl and then just eat the stuff without the marshmallows.
Wow, that's like the opposite effect of what most kids would do.
I do not like freeze-dried marshmallows.
That's fair. Okay, Teely. Decided to actually do an idea for a title card for a story I have suggested you to review a few times. Will be interesting if anyone guesses it before I finish it. But yeah, for me, when it comes to cereal, like I think rice cereal was my favorite, like Kellogg's Rice Krispies, Frosted Flakes, or Corn Flakes. I know I'm boring when I say that, but I don't know.
I like a lot of flake cereals too. Like flake cereals myself. Like I like Raisin Bran. Yes, I am one of those 200 people who actually likes Raisin Bran.
Yummy Mummy was actually pretty good.
I also like Special K and Honey Bunches of Oats.
Oh, honeycomb cereal was definitely a favorite of mine.
I also love Corn Pops, but then again,
Yes.
it's Corn Pops. You don't not like Corn Pops. You have to be someone that's very weird and different to me.
No. That's how you could tell. That's how you could tell who's human and who's not. That's what you do to figure out somebody who, from the thing. Like, wait, there's only one way we can tell someone's human. Pulls out a box of Corn Pops, pours it pours on the floor. Everybody reaches for it except the one person. They're like, dude, it's just a box of corn pops. Who cares? Then immediately everyone turns on the flamethrower and it's the thing.
Gotta have the
It's
pops.
delicious.
We gotta have our pops.
Gotta have my pops.
Oh god.
Yeah, they brought back Fruit Brute completely. Fruit Brute was brought back in 2022 and is still around. You just can only get it if you buy it in a if you buy it from the website. You can only order it online. You can't buy it in stores.
That's never fun.
Where's the guy I'm supposed to talk to here? He sent me a message. There's like no quest for it either.
That is a good question. Waffle crisp is good. I've never had any.
It's you. As if my thoughts weren't dark enough already. What is it?
They also gave pets for all of them.
Who?
Like,
I need to talk to you. Luxury apartments, maybe?
Igor the guard spider, Benny the Frankenbat, Meow Berry the ghost cat, and Scratch the snake for the 4 monsters to have as pets.
Oh, we turned the old lab into storage a long time ago.
Yeah.
Anton needed someone to fetch precautions.
Which is now what the marshmallows are designed after.
That someone.
Well, the more you know.
Me. About being an assistant? No, I suppose I'm not. I know as much about
Also,
this
you
stuff
know what's
as
something fun about the monster cereals?
You know what's
in the 90s, that was how I learned about Pogs.
Frustrating. That's
Because they had pop-out Pogs on the back of the boxes of Boo Berry and Frankenberry and Count Chocula for 1 year in the early 90s. So I popped them out and collected them.
Understood. You know, I never. Okay, I'm gonna be the weirdo and say it, but I never understood. I never understood Pogs. I just.
Okay, how Pogs work are you supposed to make a tower of them and then throw the slammer down on top, and however many go flying, that's how many points you get.
Oh.
That's how you play Pogs.
I guess.
No, that's literally the rules.
Okay.
And whoever gets the most points and gets their tower, whoever gets their most, whenever
There's not anything here, I'm leaving.
whenever the pile is done, whoever has the most points won.
Screw this, I've tried. I can't find where they're supposed to go. So no, not the covert lab. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's get the hell out of this planet. Oh look, we're already off this planet.
Let's nuke this planet from orbit. It's the only way to make sure.
Eridanos, recently famous for Halcyon Helen's death. How exciting.
Yep, that's what we're going to investigate.
You know what movie I should watch? You know what movie I should watch tomorrow?
What?
Young Frankenstein.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cutscene.
It is the spooky season. I need to watch the spooky movies.
Yes.
Yes.
Which means Brave Little Toaster is going to be watched sometime this month.
Hey. I'll level up, then I think we'll call it a night.
Alright. That's Frankenstein's adventure.
So I'm going to be watching Young Frankenstein, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh, heck yeah. Now, I
Brave
forget.
Little-
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Brave Little Toaster, a whole bunch of other movies.
Nice.
All right, well, so I want to thank everyone for coming out here. I'm sorry that this was not as active a stream for me, just like, sick and all.
Right.
But
I usually want. Sorry.
But I want to thank my guests. I want to thank Lotus Prince and Jesus, who had to dip out. I want to thank Eliza.
Always great being here. And join me starting tomorrow for the Resident Evil-a-thon, the last one, the 5th Resident Evil-a-thon.
And I want to thank Xandru.
People, thank you again so much for coming tonight. And guys, send love to Linkara. Pray for heals and stuff and all that fun stuff. Please buy merch within the proper time that you can. And I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific time, playing Helldivers with friends. And then on Friday, I'm gonna be playing Amnesia: The Dark Descent for a friend's birthday wish because she likes to torture me. So there you go.
All right, and of course, thank you everybody for coming out here and supporting me. Long Box of the Dam begins tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time, unless you're a patron, in which case you can watch the next day's Long Box episode a day early. I'll be at OniCon in 2 weeks, so there won't be any stream that week. But you can come see me in person. I will probably be healed by then. And keep an eye out for episodes. I'm behind on things, which, story of my life at this point. Anyway, thank you all. Have yourselves a great evening.
Try not to get con credit, OniCon.